Hey, English learners, welcome back to Spark and Speak, your favorite place to learn real English. And today I want to talk about something so many of you feel but never say out loud. That feeling when you look at English and think, where do I even start? You watch videos, you download apps, you learn 100 new words, and somehow you still feel lost. You still freeze when someone speaks to you. You still do not know if you are actually improving. If that sounds like you, please keep watching, because by the end of this video, you are going to have a clear, simple roadmap. No more guessing. No more jumping from one method to another. Just a real plan you can actually follow. So grab your coffee, your tea, or just sit back for a moment. Let us talk about this together. Let me tell you a small story first. Imagine Anna. She lives in Poland. Every morning she opens an app on her phone. She does her lesson. 10 minutes, sometimes 15. She feels good for those few minutes. Then she closes the app and goes back to her day. A few months later, she meets a tourist at her job and tries to speak, and her mind goes blank. All those lessons, all those points, and she cannot even say a simple sentence with confidence. She feels embarrassed. She feels like she wasted her time. Does this sound familiar? You are not alone. This is one of the most common things English learners feel. Researchers who study language learning have found something interesting. A big part of the problem is not the learner. It is the method. Many learners collect information without ever using it in real speaking situations. They learn words, but they never practice saying them out loud in a real sentence, in a real moment, with real emotion. So it is not that you are bad at English. It is that you have been building a house without a plan. You are placing bricks everywhere, a little grammar here, a random word there, but there is no structure holding it all together. And here is a surprising fact. Studies on language anxiety show that the fear of making mistakes is one of the biggest reasons learners freeze when speaking. Not lack of knowledge. Fear. You probably know more English than you think. You just do not trust yourself to use it yet. So today, we fix that. We are going to build your roadmap step by step. And trust me, once you see it laid out clearly, that lost feeling is going to start disappearing. Point 1. Stop collecting. Start using. Okay, so let us start with point number 1. And this one might surprise you. Stop collecting English. Start using it. Here is what I mean. Most learners think progress means learning more. More words, more grammar rules, more apps. But real progress happens when you use a little bit of English again and again until it becomes natural. Think about it like this. If you learn 100 new words this week, but never say any of them out loud, they stay in your head like items in a closet you never open. They just sit there. But if you learn just 5 words and use them every single day in a sentence, out loud, even alone in your room, those 5 words become part of you. You do not have to think about them anymore. They just come out naturally. So here is your first shift. Every time you learn something new, ask yourself one question. Can I say this out loud, right now, in a full sentence? If you cannot, that is your real lesson for the day. Not learning something new. Practicing what you already have. Try this today. Pick 3 words you learned this week. Say 3 sentences with them out loud. Even if nobody hears you, your mouth needs to feel the words, not just your brain. But here is the thing. Knowing what to practice is only half the story. The next point is going to show you exactly how to organize your time so this does not feel overwhelming. Point 2. The 15-minute rule. Point number 2. The 15-minute rule. So many of you tell me the same thing. I do not have time to learn English. Between work, family, and life, there is no room for a language. But here is something I want you to really hear. You do not need 2 hours a day. You need 15 focused minutes every single day without skipping. Imagine Marco. He lives in Italy and works long hours. He used to try studying for 1 hour on Sunday and felt exhausted just thinking about it. So he changed his plan. 15 minutes every morning with his coffee. 5 minutes listening to something in English. 5 minutes speaking out loud, repeating sentences. 5 minutes reviewing 3 words from yesterday. After 2 months, Marco noticed something huge. He was not just learning more English. He was thinking in English more often, without even trying. This works because your brain loves small repeated actions more than big, occasional ones. 15 minutes every day builds a habit. 2 hours once a week builds stress and guilt. So here is your homework. Pick one time in your day, right after breakfast, on your commute, before bed. 15 minutes, same time, every day. That is it. Now, once you build this habit, something interesting starts to happen. You start noticing your mistakes. And that brings us to something most learners get completely wrong. Point 3. Mistakes are not the enemy. Point number 3. Mistakes are not your enemy. Silence is. Let me explain what I mean. Most English learners are so afraid of saying something wrong that they say nothing at all. They stay quiet in meetings. They let their partner order the food. They nod and smile instead of joining the conversation. But here is the truth. Nobody tells you. Every single fluent English speaker you admire made thousands of mistakes to get there. Thousands. Nobody skips this part. Think about Sophia from Spain. In her English class, she used to say the wrong preposition all the time. In instead of on, at instead of in. Her classmates would sometimes smile, but instead of stopping, she kept talking, kept trying. A year later, she was the most confident speaker in her group, not because she stopped making mistakes, because she stopped letting mistakes stop her. So here is a small mindset shift for you. Every mistake you make while speaking is not proof that you are bad at English. It is proof that you are actually using English. Silence teaches you nothing. Mistakes teach you everything. Try this. Next time you are scared to speak, say the sentence anyway, even if you think it might be wrong. Watch what happens. Most of the time, people understand you just fine. And even when they do not, you learn something valuable for next time. Now that you are not afraid to speak, there is one more piece missing from your roadmap. And this one ties everything together. Point 4. Learn in context, not in isolation. Point number 4. Learn English in context, not in isolation. Here is a common mistake. Learners study long lists of random words. Table, computer, mountain, umbrella. All separate, all disconnected from real life. But your brain remembers stories much better than lists. So instead of memorizing random words, connect your English learning to real situations from your own life. For example, do not just learn the word appointment. Learn the full sentence you would actually say. I have an appointment with my doctor on Friday. Now you are not just learning a word. You are learning a tool you can use this Friday for real. Think about your own week. Are you going shopping? Learn the English you need for that. Are you meeting a neighbor? Learn a few natural greetings and small talk phrases. Are you traveling soon? Learn the phrases for the airport, the hotel, the restaurant. This is how English stops feeling like a school subject and starts feeling like a real tool you use in your real life. So here is your final piece of homework for this lesson. Look at your calendar for this week. Pick one real situation coming up and prepare 5 sentences in English you might actually need for that moment. Now you have all 4 pieces of your roadmap. Let us bring it all together. Okay, let us recap everything, because I want this roadmap to stay clear in your mind. Point 1. Stop collecting English, start using it. A few words used often are worth more than 100 words you never say. Point 2. The 15-minute rule. Small, daily practice beats long, occasional study every single time. Point 3. Mistakes are not the enemy, silence is. Every mistake is proof that you are actually using English. Point 4. Learn in context, not in isolation. Connect your English to real moments in your real life, and remember what we talked about earlier. That lost feeling does not come from a lack of knowledge. It comes from a lack of structure. Now you have that structure. Now you have a roadmap. So, here is what I want you to do right now. Tell me in the comments, which of these 4 points do you need the most right now? Point 1, 2, 3, or 4? I really want to know, because it helps me make better videos for you. If this video helped you feel even a little less lost today, please subscribe to Spark and Speak. Every single episode here is built to help you speak real English with real confidence, one small step at a time. And next time we are going to talk about something that stops so many learners from speaking naturally, even when they know the grammar perfectly. It is called mental translation, and once you understand it, everything about your speaking is going to change. You do not want to miss that one. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.